Hello, and welcome to the Metro MLS webinar on how to copy listings in FlexMLS. So in this webinar, we'll review how you use the copy function. So before we use the copy function, just know you can only copy listings that are yours or have been yours previously. You can't pull up another list number that belonged to another agent if you happen to get that property to list and copy it as your own. So you can only copy your own, so that's important to know. So to copy, the reason why you would use copy function is maybe previously you did have a listing and that seller is coming back to you wanting to relist with you. Instead of recreating that listing as brand new, you can copy the listing and use most of the existing information and just go in and just make your tweaks on it. Maybe if the taxes have updated or something like that, or if they've done some other things, you can update it quickly in there without having to recreate the whole process. So to copy a listing, you'll go to your menu button, and underneath the Add Change section, you click on Copy. This will bring you to the Copy Listing screen. So here, it's asking what existing MLS number do you wish to copy. So this is where you'd enter in that list number that you'd like to copy. And it can be any status. Doesn't matter what status it is. Maybe you entered in a vacant land lot and you've got another lot in the same area that's rough, they're really similar, that you can just basically just kind of do the tweaks and change the things that you need to change. So I'll go ahead and enter my list number 1537735. After I've entered in the list number, if you'd like to pull over the photos from this particular listing onto your new listing, be sure to put a check in Copy Photos, because once you hit Next, there's no going back. All right, so I've got the list number entered in, I've got to check and copy photos, and then I'll hit Next. Now when you use the copy function, it's copying over approximately 2/3 of the fields. It doesn't copy over everything, but it copies over most things. All right, so here you can only copy property type to property type. So if that was a single family property type, you can only use single family property type here. You can't go from single family to two family. All right, so your name will be here already. My permissions are a little bit different, so that's why you see that. Here we go to the address tab, so it pulled over the address. It did not pull over the tax key number, so that's something that you would have to enter in. All right, going to the main fields tab, I'll just skip this since it's not a real listing. So here you have the opportunity to change anything that you need to. So if this is the existing information that it copies over, and just to quickly see what those fields are, you can either leave it at all fields or you can do empty required fields only. So these are the fields that did not come over from the original listing. So you'd enter in a new list price, the new taxes and tax year, the listing date, and the expiration date. Okay, everything else remained the same, but if that information did change, just pop back over there and make your changes. Like maybe they added a half bath, or the commissions is different, or whatever. All right, moving on over to the details field. Here I'll show you the empty required fields. It basically copies over all of the details, but if there's something that you need to edit here, just go back to the fields and make your changes. The Rooms tab, it brings over the information from that. Again, if you want to add anything additional, you can. And then always verify your broker distribution tab and make sure that if you want that listing published out to the third-party sites, you've got your checkbox here. All right. After you've entered in or corrected your information, you just come up here, you hit Add Listing, and the system will generate a brand new list number for that property. This will conclude our webinar for copying a listing in FlexMLS.